Namaste. My name is Cohn, and welcome to Living Karma Yoga. I'm going to be teaching today a Shivananda style yoga that is good for the health of the body and mind. We have Stevie and Sue here as my students today, and just start in Shavasana, which they already are in. So extend your feet to the corners of your mat and your arms out 45 degrees from your body, and just relax. So take a scan of your body from your feet all the way to the crown of your head, and just relax anything that may be tight. Relax the hips, let your feet fall out. Relax the chest, the arms. Relax your jaw, maybe with your lips together. Allow your teeth to separate. Close your eyes. Relax your mind. Relax your eyes. And just relax. Good. Then bring some consciousness to the body. So begin belly breathing from the diaphragm. Big, nice inhales and full, deep exhales. Draw your legs together and your arms up over your head. Watch the wall. And stretch in two directions. So stretch your feet towards me and your hands to the back of the room. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good. And then bend your knees, roll over to the right side. And come up standing at the front of your mat. So we'll do Shivananda sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. Just step your feet about hip width apart, just to start. And take a nice big inhale and do nothing. And exhale, hands before the heart. Good. Inhale, stretch the arms way up. And exhale, fold forward. Touch the ground. You can soften the knees. Good. And then step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. So bring your hands around your left ankle and lower your right knee. Lean into the left knee. Take a big inhalation here. And then hold the breath, plant the hands, and step back to plank. Draw the low belly in, the low ribs in, and then exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin, so an 8-point pose, and slide forward into cobra pose. So it can be done on the forearms, good. And then exhale, downward facing dog. So we'll take a few breaths in downward facing dog, stretching your heels to the mat, pressing the mat away. Good. Then on your next inhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. If it doesn't go all the way up to your hands, you can come down on the knee and bring the right foot forward with your right hand. Lower your left knee and lunge into the right knee. Take a deep breath in, then press into the right foot, step the left foot forward, and bow, and exhale. Good. Inhale, stretch all the way up to the sky, even lean back a little, and exhale, hands by your side. Good. Take another inhale, and exhale, hands before the heart. Good. Inhale, stretch up, even lean back, and exhale, fold forward, touch the ground. Inhale, step the left leg back, way to the back of the mat, and lower the left knee. Good. Take an inhale here, and then hold the breath, step back to plank. On your exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Inhale, cobra pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Good. On your inhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Good. Lower the right knee, look up. Press into the left leg, step forward with the right leg. Good. On the exhale, bow forward. Inhale, stretch the arms up, even lean back. And exhale, hands by your side. Good. Take an inhale and exhale, hands before the heart. We'll do one more round. Inhale, stretch the arms way up, even lean back. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the right leg all the way to the back of the mat. Lower the right knee. Look up. Take an inhale and hold the breath. Step back to plank. Good. On the exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Inhale, slide forward into cobra pose, Bhujangasana. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, lower the left knee, look up, and exhale, step the left leg next to the right. Good. Inhale, stretch all the way up to the sky, lean back, and exhale, hands by your side. Good. Take an inhale, lift the heart, and exhale, hands before the heart. Inhale, stretch the arms way up, even lean back, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step the left leg all the way to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee, look up. Take an inhale and hold the breath, step back to plank. Keep the low belly in, the low ribs in. On the exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin. Inhale, cobra pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward between the hands on the inhale. Lower the right knee, look up. And exhale, step the right leg to meet the left. Inhale, stretch up long. And exhale, hands by your side. Good. So if your knees are okay, you can come up on your tippy toes. Take your arms out in front of you and lunge, bend, 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 bend all the way to the ground and lay back in Shavasana. So we'll do a quick Shavasana. So feet to the corners of your mat, arms 45 degrees, palms turning up, relax the shoulders. Breathe deep, try to slow down the breath from the sun salutations. So normally in a full practice, we do about 6 to 8 rounds of sun salutations. We just did 2 today. Breathe deep. Good. Then on your inhale, draw your legs together, take your arms up over your head, stretch, stretch, stretch in 2 directions. Yeah, careful of the wall. Good. And then take your hands by your side. We're going to do single leg lifts and double leg lifts. So flex your toes towards you. Press your hands down to the mat. Maybe get your shoulders on your back. Good. We're going to lift for 4 counts. So inhale, lift the right leg for 4 counts. And exhale, lower the right leg. Good. Inhale, lift the left leg. And lower the left leg. Good. Inhale, lift the right leg. And lower the left leg on the exhale. And inhale, lift the left leg. And lower the leg. Good. Now inhale, lift the right leg for 4 counts and interlace the hands behind your thigh. So you can take your hands behind the thigh or the calf, wherever you can reach. Try to avoid grabbing behind the knee. So you want your legs to be straight but not locked. Good. So this is very beneficial for the digestive organs. You can feel it. Good. Take another inhale here and exhale if you want. Lift the shoulders, lift the head. So nose to knee. And breathe deep for 3 breaths. Good. On your exhale, you can place the head back down. Take another inhale and exhale, release the right leg to the ground. Good. Lift the left leg for 4 counts and interlace your hands behind the thigh or the calf and breathe deep. So feet are flexed, but not too strong. Good. Take an inhale and then exhale, lift the shoulders and the head to the knee. You can bend the elbows, maybe crawl up the leg, grab the ankle or maybe the heel. So inhale, imagine fresh oxygen to the bloodstream, to the muscles, to the joints, to the organs, and exhale out anything that's no longer serving you. Good. And then inhale, take your head and shoulders back to the mat, and exhale, release the leg. Good. So double leg lifts, which is good for your abdominal muscles. So take your lower abdominals in. You can take your hands underneath your hips, or if you have really strong abdominals, you can interlace your hands behind the head. I'll demonstrate that. Oops, I won't. And inhale, lift the legs for 4 counts. And exhale, lower the legs. 4, 3, 2, don't touch the ground. Inhale, lift them up again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower them down on the exhale. Inhale, lift them up on the inhale, and exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift them up, and exhale, lower them down. Just 3 more times. Inhale, lift them up, and exhale, lower them down. Good. Inhale, lift them up, and exhale, lower them down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift them up, and exhale, lower them all the way down. Good. Take a short Shavasana. Just feel just feel. Good. Breathe deep. Try and slow down the breath. Good. And then take your legs together, arms up over the head, stretch in 2 directions. Stretch, 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 stretch. Even let your low back come off the mat. Good. And then you can take your knees in, give yourself a hug. Good. Take your hands to the backs of your thighs with your knees bent and roll forwards and backwards till you're all the way up to seated. Good. Then cross your legs and roll forward into child's pose. So this child's pose is with the legs together and the hands back by your feet, palms up, or you can grab onto your feet. Forehead touches the mat. Good, yeah, or puppy pose. So Stevie's doing the puppy pose, which is bringing the hips right over the knees, perfectly okay. And Sue is doing child's pose. So imagine yourself in a perfect headstand. Don't get nervous, we're not gonna do a headstand. But picture yourself in a perfect headstand. Good, then on your inhale, come up to seated on your knees. You can sit back in Vajrasana. Take your hands and grab opposing elbows. Good, and then place them down on the mat. And then extend your hands and interlace your hands. Then tuck your toes under. On your inhale, lift the knees, lift the hips. This is dolphin pose. So take your low belly in, your low ribs in. And we're gonna take an inhale here. And exhale, take your head ahead of your hands. And inhale, come back to dolphin pose. Exhale, take your head ahead of your hands. And inhale, dolphin pose. Exhale, take your head ahead of your hands, good. And inhale, dolphin pose, good, just one more. Exhale, come forward, and exhale, dolphin pose, good. Sit back in child's pose. Good. Hands back. So really relax. Good. And then come up to Vajrasana, seated on your heels. Sit off to one side and lay down on your back for shoulder stand. So we do two inversions that come first in the Shivananda practice. Inversions are very good for your body. They're good for, they are really good for your heart, good for your adrenal system, good for your thyroid gland. So there's a couple contraindications to inversions. If you are on the first few days of your menstrual cycle, or you have had recent surgery, or have high or low blood pressure, or have had eye surgery. Good. Good. Well, you guys got right into it. So what you can do, Stevie, if would be more comfortable for you, you can place your feet on the mat, lift your hips up and slide the bolster under your sacrum, and then lift your feet up. Okay. Good, and breathe deep. Try not to move your head at all. And if you feel like you're not in proper position, you can lower your knees to your forehead and maybe shimmy your shoulders underneath you better. Yeah, and then raise your legs up. Good, so we normally hold this pose for about 25 breaths. We're not gonna do it today because we don't have enough time. So we'll just stay for a few more breaths. And then we'll do Ardha plow pose. So If you have enough room, take your right leg back behind your head. Leave your left leg straight up to the sky. Good. And again, this is really good for the internal organs. Inhale, bring the right leg back. And then lower the left leg. Good. Inhale, bring the left leg back. And then lower both legs. If you can, straighten them if you have room. Good. If your feet touch the ground, now Sue's feet touch the ground, you can release your hands from your low back. You can press them into the mat or you can interlace them. Good. So you hold this pose halfway or half as much as the shoulder stand. So go ahead and put your hands back to your low back and take your legs back up. Take your legs 45 degrees behind you, and then you can release the pose. You can both release the pose. Good. Take your feet on the mat, yeah, then lift your hips. Good. And take a short Shavasana. Just feel the way your body feels after Shavasana. Maybe you can wiggle your shoulders, turn your head gently from side to side. Then we'll do fish pose, which is a pose that you do after the shoulder stand. So with your feet out in front of you, take your feet together, take your arms down beside you. I can't lay down on my back because I have the speaker there. Press into the forearms and lift your low back. Yep, lift your head and look at your feet. So lift your back and then lift your head. Good, flex your feet. And then if your neck is fine, you can tip your head back. So this is a counter pose. It's a great heart opening pose for as a contra to do with the shoulder stand. Good. Take one more breath and exhale, come down. Good. Bend your knees and roll over to the right side and come up to seated for a seated forward bend. Good. So make sure you get the flesh of your sitting bones out of the way. Sit forward on your sit bones. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, fold forward. Just grab on wherever you can. So if it's the thighs, it's great. If it's the shins, it's great. If it's the feet, it's great. Good, and breathe deeply. So inhale, bringing fresh oxygen to every cell in your body, and exhale, let gravity assist you. So usually we stay in this pose a while. We let gravity do its work. Legs are straight but not locked. If you want to bend them, that's fine. Good. And then on the inhale, stretch the arms out in front of you and lift up tall. And take your hands behind you, fingers point away from you. Bend your knees, take your feet hip distance apart. Press into the hands and feet and lift the hips up for a reverse table. Another heart opening pose. And exhale, come all the way down. Good. Take your left leg under and your right leg over. Now, you can straighten out your left leg, or you can take your, there's many variations to this pose. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Interlace your hands around the knee. Yeah, you might sit up on a bolster. Sit up tall. Take your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift the left arm to the sky and place your elbow outside the knee or hug the knee and twist to the right. Good. With every inhale, lift your spine, lift your heart, and every exhale, twist a little more. Good. Inhale, get tall, and exhale, twist. Good. On the inhale, come back to center and switch legs. Make sure the right foot is out of the way so that your left hip can root. Interlace your hands in front of the leg. Take your left hand behind you. Inhale the right arm up and exhale, twist. So either elbow outside the knee or hug the knee or hand to the knee. Many variations. With every inhale, get tall through the spine. Every exhale, twist a little more. Good. Draw the shoulders back, the sides of the neck back. Very good. And inhale, come center. Good. Shake out the legs. And we'll take the final Shavasana now. So you can cover up, cover your eyes. Take your feet to the corners of your mat, your arms out about 45 degrees. Scan the body. From the feet, maybe point and flex the feet. And then relax. Maybe lift the hips and then relax the hips. Feel like your hips, your pelvis is melting. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, your hands. Relax your jaw. Relax all the muscles in your face. Rest your eyes and rest. So this was a short version of the practice. Good. Draw your legs together, arms up over your head. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Bend your knees and roll over to the right side. And just stay in this fetal position for a moment. Good. Use both hands against the floor to get yourself up to seated. Hands at heart center. Namaste.
Namaste.